Hey everyone, this is Jack speaking. I changed my mind about our mission, so I feel like you should know about it. Also, somewhere in this video, two of you who have subscribed to my channel are going to get £100 each. I was thinking a lot about what we started together, and at the same time I was checking the results from Redditors' actions, and I came out to the conclusion that dropping the asset at the target price, to me personally, would be like dropping a gold mine, and I'll explain why shortly. What Redditors did had a short but very severe impact on the stock price of GameStop before they let go of the asset. What happens after though is merely a surprise of any kind, as the noise they made on the media and around the world in general has a serious positive impact on the share price of the company in the long run. This is as a result of the very fast popularization of the asset. I admit it, I had never heard about GameStop in my life before Redditors hit it so hard. And probably you have never heard about BCPT either before we started our mission. But since they populate the asset already with their actions, more and more platforms started listing GameStop so people can trade their shares. Check out this email I received from one of the trading platforms which I trade with. Due to its recent popularity, they felt like listing the asset on their platform is going to bring them a serious amount of business. Coming to think about it, they're absolutely right. Since this happened, many other platforms also listed the company shares. Now have a look at the company's shares price since the big impact and tell me why do you think this is? This is only 1 month after Redditors dropped the asset. Try and imagine what is to come next. The company shares will almost inevitably break in price the value to which Redditors took it not very long from now. Even me just mentioning it might make some of you go and buy some shares, but I'm not advising you to do so because this would be me breaking the law. But if you do that after all, the link in the description you need is the one of Trading 212. But I would rather have you buy BCPT because this is where our battle is, and plus we're not doing anything illegal there. Also, if you was to break the law and manipulate GameStop shares value, think about this. How much of an influence do you think you would have over such a big market? Almost none whatsoever. Not to mention the fact that most of you doesn't even make the difference between CFD trading and buying the real underlying asset, and one of these two doesn't actually affect the market price in any way possible, and I did explain that in a video, but anyway. And the first winner is you, my friend. I chose BCPT as it is an extremely small market cap asset. This makes it super easy for us to pump as our army is still small but growing rapidly. I put GameStop on my Trading 212 watchlist, not so that I can get involved, but so that I can study and follow the consequences of Redditors' actions. With this being said, GameStop's value is going to continue growing over time, and the same applies for what we started with BCPT. We already did the important part of the job, and dropping the asset at the target price would be like dropping a gold mine. I'm not stopping you from doing so, but I changed the meaning of the target price as I currently have zero intentions of dropping the asset until it exists. The new meaning of the target price is this. Once we cross it, I target the new asset and I switch all my giveaways to be given with the newly targeted cryptocurrency. If I drop BCPT after all the work done, it would be similar to what I tell my brother about decorating and changing your phone number. If you have been decorating for a few years and you change your number suddenly, none of your old clients is going to be able to find you anymore, which is seriously business unproductive. Then you have to pay a lot of money for advertisements so you can establish new regular clients and so on. I will not have time to help any homeless person in this video, so instead in the next video I'm going to help you because I'm in the middle of the last decorating job which I took and I'm very short on spare time. Please pause the video and hit the like button as it helps me tremendously to build this channel. Also, if you don't have a portfolio but you want to start building such, or you do have a portfolio but you're not happy with your current broker, have a look down in the description. The exchanges you see there are trustworthy and they charge fair fees. Depending on which one of them you decide to go with, they might even give you a welcome bonus. Or you can go with all of them, as I always advise traders and investors to use at least a few exchanges for an extra layer of safety. We have already done the important part of this mission's work, and I also know that these videos are going to reach millions of people because I know how hard I am working for it to happen, and these people who see the videos are also going to be potential investors in BCPT in the future. At least for myself, I can't just let go and have so much money coming to BCPT's way going to waste. But if you drop the asset at the targeted price or not is absolutely your choice. If all of you drops it, I'll manage to buy much more units on a much cheaper price in a very short period of time, so you decide whether you cash out at this point and have your money for the next targeted asset or not. Or you can cash out part of it and remain with another part on BCPT. As I said, the choice is entirely yours, but there is no more dumping in the entire scenario for me. Me remaining on BCPT is also going to allow you to cash out on a much higher price than what it's going to happen if we all start selling simultaneously, because the value of the asset is going to drop down very fast and we're going to lose most of the value of it. It kinda makes it a bit more fair because I'm the one who knows what the next asset is going to be and you're not, but also on the other hand, I'm going to be the one who is going to gain much more influence over BCPT. Well, I started the pump and dumps, and also I'm the one who promotes them almost everywhere I can, as much as I can, so I'm supposed to gain much more than you, but anyway. What? Ah, money. Damn, money. Who invent money? You get £100. Sorry for making 4 videos in a row about BCPT itself, but there is people with such slow learning abilities that you have to repeat over and over and over and over again the same thing with different words in a different way so they can finally understand it. And I can guarantee you that even now most of the people watching this video doesn't get it, otherwise they would have joined us and we would have already reached the targeted price in no time. In the meantime, us who did join our army already increased the price of the asset 256% for the past 3 weeks or so. Tell me, how many of your other assets went this much up for this short period of time and you was being told in advance that they're heading there? Like, you knew it for a fact. It's not like we're joking around here. So far, personally I managed to acquire 10.22 times the amount of BCPT that I had the day of uploading of the mission video. What is this expressed in units? You're never going to find out. Thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to have a chance to catch a giveaway yourself, and I will see you next time. What happens after though is merely a surprise of any kind. There's a noise they made on media and around the world What happens after though is a merely I'm a foreigner. But since they populate the asset already, more and more platforms started listing gay stop. What the f?